8.
So, who wants to give a recap to quickly catch everyone up to where we were? Cookie, Yonovan? When do you guys want to give a quick rundown?
I am group. I am group. I am group. I am group. I am group.
And that translates to?
We fought a thing that wasn't there. And it hurt the big one. And we beat it. And now he's hurt and we're waiting till he gets better. We are here to something demon? I don't know. Much smash.
Exactly.
Interesting option of something demon being your choice. If you
Group
remember,
not worried.
you had recently been assaulted, and your poor Gif, Mr. Saradin, took a little bit of a whomping.
No, we weren't assaulted. Gif was assaulted.
Correct. I was meaning you as the party, and then mentioned the specific target.
I was going to say some good team spirit there.
It never attacked any of us. We don't quite understand why.
That's correct. Did anyone ever?
Cleok is actually super concerned about our potential opponents. If there's one, there might be more.
Fly no work. I am group. We see what we see.
So, the current group consists of, I believe, Yonovan, Nurasil, Group, I'm Group, Saradin, and I believe it was Cleok or was it Doran?
Cleok's there.
So, everyone in the original group except for Cookie.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, you had taken a mission to investigate a certain area called the Demon Hills, and you arrived and camped. After you camped out, you then were assaulted, and now you are decided to sit, and I believe you're going to take a short rest and heal.
I am group points to Cleok and points to this guy. I am group raises his hands in question mark.
Did I see anything?
I am group.
You can translate if you need
Yes,
to with
yes.
Nurasil.
we had
Anything
rolled
in the
to
sky.
see if Nurasil learned the language during the trip here, and with a 19 on the die without modifiers, that would be a yes. So he can now translate for I am group.
So I remember seeing like dog-like creatures inside the keep, and very large dog-like creatures, and I'm pretty sure that there's more inside, but I couldn't get a look at them, and I didn't dare get any closer. I don't think they saw me, but then we just got attacked, or we just got attacked by something, so I don't know for sure.
Fire?
Mm.
Fire. Looks to Narasel.
Are you asking if there was fire within?
Yes.
I couldn't tell from where I could see.
Group looks confident. As much as a treant can be said to look confident.
And the mission was to thwart the monstrous plans of the demon of the Foundry Hills. As just a refresher.
Right.
Well, I don't think we've thwarted any plans just yet, so we should go forward.
Yes.
Very well. How do you wish to proceed with your assault?
With caution.
Hmm.
So have we spent the night yet and recoup points for our tank?
Yeah.
Short rest, and
You-
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're planning on a short rest, which I believe, let me see.
All good. Just making sure.
I have a Cure Wounds that I can cast to assist in that I will regain.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that would be a... Wow.
Well good, well bad.
Bad. How much are you down by?
I was at 21.
Out of
61.
Well, that would be 18. Quick order of operations. If you can look at the Cure Wounds spell, I know, Cookie, you've looked at it some before.
Yes.
The spellcasting modifier, that's only added once.
Correct.
Okay.
But we usually roll mid-half on healing.
Right.
So,
Which is why he got 18.
yeah.
Because that's min.
But surely you have 2 spell slots, right?
We had already expended one.
Ah.
So
Be right
that
back.
would be the other one. And so I get them both back after the short rest. If you want, you can expend the healing surge.
No, I'm going to go ahead and just use 2 of my hit die.
2? Why 2?
I don't think 1 would get me all the way up, would it?
You're at 18
Because the
more right
most I
now.
could
If you're
get-
at 21,
what now?
if you're at 21, your con modifier should be what? 2, 3?
Yeah, 3.
So that's
You'll need
3
at
right
least
there,
2 hit
and then
dice.
you get an additional, which your hit die is, which is a D10 it should be. So that would be 9 additional there, in which case you should be at more than 21 with the 18.
I was at 21.
Oh, you're at 21
Then I-
total. I thought you were at 21 down.
Oh yeah, I was 20 at 21 total. You
Ah.
you gave me 18, right?
Back.
Yes. Let me see here.
That's
I
39.
can.
I don't mind using hit dice. I have 5 of them. Well, actually, no.
Okay,
Six.
give me a
Yeah,
second here.
6 of them.
You're level 6, right?
Yes.
I can give you an additional 14 by treating your wounds with the healer's kit.
Do you get that back after the short rest?
Oh, I don't. Expend anything. I have a packed item that allows me to always have a magical medical kit. And it's actually from the
Okay,
healer
then let's
feat,
do
which
that.
the healer feat allows me to allow you to benefit from this feat once per short or long rest, where you can get a d6 plus modifiers healing.
Okay, so what happens then if you use that?
You can only
So-
get once per short or long rest that you can use this healing from the
I get a
feat.
D6 plus con.
It's what I told you. What did I say? 14.
Do that?
So it was 14 total. So that means from Nurasil you received 32 points of healing.
You guys still live?
Yep, still here.
Can you
Yeah.
hear us?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything for a minute. You said it was a D6 plus con?
Yeah.
I stated it was a total of 32 healing with the spell
Okay,
and that
32.
feat healing.
That puts me at 43 then. Okay, I'll use a hit die then.
32 and
32
21.
plus 21 is 53.
Oh, yeah, duh, I'm bad at math. 53. Okay. Go ahead and roll one of the hit die then for the rest. And that puts me up top. That tops me off. I'm good to go.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. So. I can also make you use a healing die if you need me to.
No, I'm at full right now after
Okay.
using that hit die.
Well, I'm saying, like, if we're trying to get, like, in combat, I can actually make you use one of your hit die to heal. And I can make you use actually up to 3 hit die during combat to heal.
Oh, you guys ready to go kill some demons?
I am group. Heads off.
Okay. So, you approach a fortress. It is walled. You cannot see behind the walls. What is your plan of
What is the-
approach?
What is the wall made out of?
Stone. Yonovan. Roll an Arcana.
My favorite.
Well, you should actually be trained.
Yep. I was not being sarcastic that time.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were or weren't. I'm just saying that strikes me as one that should be fairly
Yeah.
useful with your class and
Let's see
stats.
here. Roll high.
Did you complete your rebuild since we got
I did
updated
not.
rules?
I was going to
Okay.
send you at the end of the night a
That's fine.
spell
Just
change.
okay. I just wanted to see if you were able to or not, because
That was
I did.
not much changes except I just have to pick spells at the beginning of the day now.
Mm-hmm. There's
And
some
my
minor
kitty changes
modifications and
hit point.
improvements.
Kitty has lower hit points, like half the hit points, but a lot higher AC. And it can be.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but it wouldn't be that hard to do it now.
No, that's cool. I just was checking.
It just doesn't make sense to change spells until we have a long rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yay for Kitty.
It's just an 11. I didn't roll a 6.
Okay. So yeah, you're not recalling anything right now.
All right.
So you are approaching the fortress. Are you guys just going to march straight up to the front gate?
How tall are the walls? Does it have like a traditional fortress gate? Are there towers around the gate?
There are some towers.
Do we see anyone at all?
No. There is... It looks like it's a square fortress from what Cleoc remembers telling you. There's a square fortress. There are towers on the corners. And there's a kind of a keep in the center. And then there is a gatehouse with supporting structures at one side of it.
And big dogs in the middle of it.
Yes.
I am group has no strategy. He's just going to keep walking until you say something different.
Previous strategy.
Did we call him back?
The previous fort we made group big, and he went over the wall. Well, I don't think that's going to work here.
These walls are a little taller. Those are just palisades. These are full 30-foot stone
Yeah.
walls.
Well, at the very least, it's unlikely we'll be able to sneak up on them either way, especially since we made lots of noise with
It was
dealing.
fairly far in the distance when you did that. Whether they heard you or not is unknown, but you do know there's a chance they didn't unless they were on high alert, paying attention.
You said there's a forest, right?
There's what?
Not much of a forest around.
No. Trying to see if I
Hey.
can find a good image of it for you. Found an image of the fortress that works well, but it's on a mountain area, so it's deceptive.
Right. Because I would suggest constructing a ladder or something, but we need trees.
Well, I found one that works well, except it's in ruin.
Anyone have a climbing kit?
Why would I ever need a climbing kit?
Does anyone have rope?
I've got rope.
Is it longer than 30 feet?
Yes.
You, Birdman can fly up to the top, tie it off, and we can climb up the rope. And that'll get us on the wall.
Huh.
Any objections? Y'all can climb a rope, right?
I am Groot.
Oh boy. I wonder how strong the rope is. Hippo, you go right. I mean, a GIF. You go right before a group. I think a weight class.
That means there's
Yeah.
someone heavier than the GIF.
You can't have my umbrella.
So Cleoc Cleoc's heard all the bad stories about quote unquote demons, but if we get caught sneaking in, it's going to lead to a fight immediately. What are our chances of actually sneaking in? I don't
One
know.
way to find out.
All right. I'll leave you all to the experts of the demon for the demon.
No.
But chances are, if it's like the picture that just got posted in the Discord, if they have any sort of watch, we're gonna get seen.
Don't worry, we've given enough time to all commit suicide.
So, I am going to step off for a quick minute and let you folks strategize on your plan of approach, because it will take some planning to not botch it. So I'm going to give you a few minutes while I quickly take care of something, and then we
I think
will
they
proceed with the
broke
assault.
up there, but
That's
he
fine.
said he was going to
That's
step
cool.
away,
Can you hear me?
and we're probably
Yeah.
he's probably suggesting we discuss strategy.
Yeah, I was saying I'm going to step away for a quick minute and give you all, take care of something while you all have a chance to strategize and make a plan on how you want to assault this place, as I don't think you want to just plow headlong into it. So, once I'm back, we'll pick up and begin the assault.
Oh my goodness. That's beautiful.
What?
I just read that. I read some arguments about the burst strength of a hemp rope.
So at the very least, I don't think Cleoc got a good enough look. Look at the walls from just up at the top, but maybe we can see from a distance what we believe is the biggest quote unquote blind spot of the structure and approach from that way. Because
What?
But basically I want to, see if we can determine from a safe enough distance a direction to approach the structure that it would be a bit harder for them to post a lookout on, if possible. Any
The
sort of
demons
approach.
even post lookouts? I would have no idea.
For all intents and purposes, I suspect that we're approaching someone who, at the very least, is calling this place home sweet home and may not actually be, planning anything. And we can knock on the door and say hi. But, but what do I know?
Operations Jehovah's Witnesses a go.
Anyway,
That was out of character, by the way.
Anyway, try and approach at least, not the front door if we're trying to sneak in.
Yeah.
And go from there. Under the assumption that we have decided that our hemp rope, or 2 of them, or however many of them I need to tie on top of the wall, is strong enough for a group to climb up.
Okay. So, what would you say the DC is for a climb check for climbing a rope?
I don't think we've ever had a DC for that. Are you saying that group climbing a rope would be especially difficult?
No, I'm proposing a fascinating role-playing situation. Basically, a hemp rope, which is what you have, right? If you just bought rope, if you make a DC 17 strength check, you can break it. Okay?
I see where this is going.
So there's a climb DC. I propose that I roll a check against climbing, and if it's too high, I break the rope. But the climb DC is 5 for a rope with a wall to brace against.
Right, it's not high at all.
But I have athletics of 6, so
Right.
if I roll an 11 or higher, I can break the rope.
So what we could do in that case is, oh my gosh, use more than one rope. If we believe our characters are smart enough to know that.
Do we have more than one rope?
So I know we talked about it in our Netherworld campaign about how it doesn't make sense encumbrance-wise with what we were having, that our explorers packs had all this rope for how heavy it was. But yes, Kleok has an explorer's kit, and I assume Yonovan has the equivalent as well.
As do I.
As the Cerdin. So we likely, assuming that we're going by the book, all 3 of us have 60 feet of rope.
All right, then.
Yeah,
what I'm going to do is since the DC is 5 for a rope. Oh.
I mean, bird fly up, tie off 2 ropes.
I understand that, but have you ever tried to climb 2 ropes at once?
What do you mean?
I mean,
you can't. Unless they're right next to each other and you sort of grasp them both.
You grasp them both at the same time. You're splitting your weight between the 2.
All right, put a couple ropes down.
I mean, we can tie 2 ropes together and us.
Okay, I can do it.
I mean, we can essentially create a knotted rope with 2 ropes.
Some estimates of the strength of a rope put it at around 800 pounds, which is my weight. But I like your idea of making a knotted rope with a pair of them. That's kind of clever.
Knots are typically weakened ropes.
Also, Kleok is going to roll a preliminary stealth check so he can, at least
sneak up,
peer over the wall to make sure that there's nothing in his immediate vicinity that would keep him. That would make it not smart to tie a rope there.
That's
not horrible.
So, do we have a plan?
We do.
No. We never have a plan.
We sent Kleok to his death. Hopefully he comes back.
That's interesting.
We're tying 2 ropes together and a knotted rope to have a stronger dual rope that Kleok is currently peeking over the edge of the wall after rolling a stealth check to see if it's safe to actually peek his head over the wall and if it's a place viable to tie a rope.
And ideally, we're not approaching via the front.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you approaching?
Is there a spot that we can kind of identify that's... You said there's one tower, right?
There's a central keep, and there is 4 towers on the corners.
Not to be cliche,
but
is there like a water entry?
Structure. Is there what?
Like a water entry?
No. And you don't have someone willing to blow themselves up with a torch, and you don't have a big load of gunpowder.
Anyway, we would... Is there a... Can we or have we seen a spot that would be considered, I don't know, hard to see? I don't know how to best describe it. An approach that would make it for us to be less likely to be seen.
Not exactly. I mean, the area around is fairly barren. There's some brush in a few spots, but nothing that's very good at obstructing for very long.
So there's a keep, but it's not sent. Why don't we just approach from the very back of the keep?
Okay.
Don't be expecting this.
Well, if you have any other ideas, you're more than welcome to say something.
How much weight can you carry?
Good question.
I mean, you've carried people one at a time before.
I can't carry group or Saradin, most likely.
Saradin could put his umbrella out, and you could take.
Wouldn't help.
Do you not have control over altitude?
I was just actually trying to find that. I couldn't remember.
You do. And in fact, that would be an excellent way to climb a rope.
Yeah.
Does it actually reduce my weight? How does it work?
I would just assume, yeah.
Pretty much picture yourself as light as a feather and blown by the wind.
Okay, my mouse drawing isn't working so well, but there's a really, really rough, garbagey sketch. Kleok rolled like a 3 on his diagram to draw it for you all, and this is what you get.
Sure. That probably makes sense.
Sorry, if I could draw better, I would give you a higher roll.
I mean,
I want to approach from here because lack of better information doesn't... Because a lack of other information doesn't really help us. It's either that or we approach one of these 2 towers in which, if we get right at the base of the tower, it's going to be difficult to see us. Because then you'd have to look straight down instead of looking off to the side.
Yeah, my suggestion would be right here for a rope.
All right, let's go. Right there.
So the towers are 30 foot and the walls are 20 foot. I had to look back. So you're heading for the base of the tower?
Yes. And for what it's worth, Cleok's carrying capacity is 180 pounds. And I don't know if I could fly with that much. I know I've kind of caught people.
Yeah. Usually you don't get to fly with your max. It's lightly encumbered, maybe medium encumbrance you're allowed to.
Well, I guess we could toss the umbrella back and forth, but that would take a while.
Hestra just said they could cast fly, but only one character.
So Rio can, not Hestra.
Sorry.
Let's just get to the base of the tower, and then we'll decide what we see from there.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here.
Because if we get attacked or called out to before then that may change things, and we may be discussing things that don't matter at all. We have a plan to climb the tower wall. What happens when we get to said tower wall, we'll see.
No plan survives first contact and all that.
Yes.
All right. Just getting my stuff pulled back up for this area. It's been a while. And all right, I think we're ready. So you get to the wall. Are you guys planning on stealthing or just running?
Oh, of course.
I would assume
Stealth
we'll try and
check.
be stealthy. I rolled one earlier for me thinking about climbing the wall, and it was 16.
11?
Have you put a rope up?
No. I'm assuming this is just for approaching.
Okay.
Yes. So, what are the numbers?
Group 11.
Ha! Natural 20. Plus 2.
Cleok
Nice.
was 16.
Okay.
The laughter was because I thought it was a 2 at first, and then I saw the 0 behind it. I haven't rolled a nat 20 in a while. At least on something useful.
Yeah, Ben.
So we have 2 11s. Do we have one for... Is it Hestra or Rio that you had joined the group?
Pretty sure it was Rio.
Okay. Do we have a stealth roll for Rio?
I don't know their mod.
He's typing. I'll roll.
$19.
He
That's
did
a
fine.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, let me roll to see if they detect you.
Nice.
You hear some howling from within the walls. Nasty barking and snarling.
Is it localized or is it just a racket?
You hear one, and then it sounds like a few others are taking up the call.
Ugh.
You're not sure how many?
And that will be the giant dogs I spoke about. That I saw.
Well,
I'm hoping that they're not making that racket because of us. Shall we wait for a second to make sure to see if it dies down before we do anything?
no.
We should at least get to the base before doing anything where it's less vision.
That's fair.
So, you guys are at the base of this tower, and you hear this noise. You do hear it continuing thus far.
How smooth are the walls?
They're smooth fixed stone, kind of like what you'd expect on fortification. Seems to be fairly well crafted from what the dwarf can tell.
Cleoc's going to fly/climb up to the edge of the wall and basically take a peek. Stealthily, if possible, to see if he can get an eye on what's going on.
You're going to fly up and use perception, or are you going to go just above the wall?
My thought is that basically I would fly up to basically the top of the wall and kind of grab on, just take a little peek over. Try and stay at least somewhat obscured there. If that makes any sense.
Okay. I think so.
So would that be stealth or perception or...
You're going to want perception to see, and you're probably going to want stealth to see how easily you can stay low to the wall.
Alright. The black dice is stealth, the red dice is perception. The stealth would be a 17. The perception is I don't see crap, Captain. 10, I think.
You're worried about getting too high and you can't quite see them, but you see a few tails in the corner that you peek over.
They're up on the wall?
No, on the ground.
And I jump/float back down, glide, and say, the dogs definitely know we're here. I didn't get a good look, but they're all in this corner. They know something's out here. We want to climb up anyway. Our idea of being stealthy is pretty much out the window at this point.
Sure.
I am Group shakes his head. Yes. No door. Door? Wall okay.
So, what do you guys want to do?
At this point, maybe we should just go knock on the front door.
Yeah?
Okay. I don't...
I like the idea who's knocking on the door.
How much worse could it get?
At the very
They'll
least.
never see it coming.
At the very least. At the very least, we might not get attacked on sight. But
All right, fine. We'll go knock on their gate or their door. Who's got high charisma?
we didn't bring Cookie.
Bollocks. We'll have Groot talk to him. Group.
Who do you wish to have knock on the front door?
Group.
Group goes and knocks on the front door. Bong, pong, pong.
Is that how it sounds when he knocks on the door?
He basically... okay, this is going to be a wisdom check. Okay, he pretty much attacks the front door.
Okay, roll.
And Cleoc will shout out, "Hello, is anyone home?"
Where's there? Oh boy.
What was your attack? And we'll see if you're able to punch it hard enough.
Well,
to...
the two hits were like 13 or 14, which should be able to hit an inanimate object. And
well, no,
the damage...
it connects. It's just whether you are precise enough with your hit to actually inflict damage.
Sure.
Substances
okay.
have an AC to hit.
Yeah.
You hit the object, but you have to beat the
I got
AC
it.
with your attack
13
to actually inflict damage.
and 14
Okay, you're able to
are the hit
pummel
rolls.
the door without actually inflicting damage.
And the damage rolls are like 13 and 7.
Okay. After a while, you see a individual on top of the wall.
Describe individual.
I'll do you one better.
Oh boy.
Pictures.
What is it you wish? Why are you beating on our door?
Group shouts up. Would you mind very much leaving? In group.
Are you all as delinquent as this one?
Can you really not understand what he said? Are you that dumb?
That dumb? Wow. I don't know what my tree companion said, but forgive our but forgive his apparent rudeness. We Cleoc's bad at lying, but he'll. We're here. There's
back doors.
There's been we believe there's been a misunderstanding that we would like to clear up if possible, and but we didn't want to just barge in and cause a big fight if we could avoid it. That's my 8 charisma at work there.
Would you roll?
Oh, am I supposed to roll persuasion?
Yeah, at this point.
I don't know what I'm being persuasive or deceptive. Probably a little bit of both there.
Would it be the same
Yeah.
roll for you? The same roll for me. Just a
So
straight roll.
that's a 13 on dice, so that's a 12 persuasion. There's a little bit of persuasion, a little bit of performance, a little bit of deception.
A little bit of fluffing of the feathers.
If that is the case, then why are your companions so crass and rude?
Well, the person who, well, we're just a bunch of, we're mainly adventurers. We usually don't talk with a lot of people, and the ones that usually do the talking with us we're busy with other business. But my apologies.
And you insulted our tree.
Here? You speak your words that you're trying to do something here, but what? We are here now. And you've just come. What is it you wish?
There's a bounty and a claim of a disturbance in the area, and we wish to get to the bottom of it.
And who would this be from?
There was a bounty posted in
problem.
town. There's a bounty posted in town that said that you had forcefully removed the previous denizen from this establishment. But we are just here to confirm that, or whether you are the rightful owners of this place.
I can tell that you're foolishly for off-worlders.
We've been called worse.
Unclaimed since the dwarves abandoned it.
I want to insight check that.
Go for it.
That is a 23.
Totally being honest, the land looks like it's been quite unsettled for a while. You don't see any signs of settlement. There's been a few, grown over markers of some sort, but you haven't really seen any buildings or signs of civilization.
That doesn't mean they didn't chase the previous denizens off.
That is true. But she did not actually state whether she did or didn't. She just said that the land has been unclaimed since the dwarves left. And that, she's being honest.
Left is not forcefully removed.
True.
Okay.
You can roll a, what would it be, nature or arcana to determine the race of the individual.
Oh, buddy. Hmm, 13.
13?
We've got a roll incoming.
Okay, let's see what we get there. Because that may give more.
Cleoc feels a little bit uneasy for this.
9. Ryu gets 9. Everybody.
Nice.
9.
So, you recall the knowledge that some entities can be plane touched, which is the general reference to those who are affected in their bloodline by different planes. One of which are the lower planes, the upper planes, elemental planes. And the lower planes ones sometimes, or any of them actually, do tend to show characteristics of the plane that they're associated with via their bloodline.
Like this fellow here with the horns.
This one strikes you as potentially such.
But that would be, well, Cleoc doesn't know this information, so.
He's not from around here.
But it would be odd for for this type of creature to be to basically be living here.
Do you know that?
No.
I'll relay onto him that he appears to be plane touched of a lower plane.
What's a lower plane?
Well, one of the hells. Did you not have any stories growing up?
It means that it's touched.
I didn't
just
know
so Yonavan's aware, it means they're touched by either Hell, Hades, or Abyss.
He's of the type that consorts with demons. Potentially.
Or devils, you're not sure which.
The group is like, now what, guys?
She seems like she's getting impatient with your whispering down below. You have a few moments before she'll take action.
So do we shoot her or do we move on?
For those who know, she seems to have the patience of John Henry.
Early John Henry.
Correct.
Well, sorry for bothering you. Thank you for answering our questions.
I am group? What are you doing?
Nerso will
let's
reply
go.
to you. It appears he is choosing to depart.
Aww. I am group. Sadly trudges.
And I whispered to the group, let's withdraw for a moment and regroup with. Now we know a little bit more about what we're dealing with.
Group, we heard your name mentioned.
Group? Group.
Well, group, we'll be back later.
I am group. Picks up his pace like, okay.
And I want to walk off.
Okay.
Group follows.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be remaining on the wall watching.
And I want to get out of sight, obviously.
Okay.
I'm totally not advancing the story with this plate.
I've noticed.
Huh?
I've noticed. Okay, so you get out of sight after a time of walking.
So we bash down the door or we jump the wall?
How many dogs were there?
I saw at least 4.
And we don't know how many more of those plain touched creatures there are, or how deadly they are.
There's at least one more by the description of the client.
Dog, 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 dog.
Did we ever talk to the client, or did we just...
We did.
Okay.
That was the foul... Oh, you weren't there that session. It was a...
Actually, I think I was. The foul... There was a lizard that...
The foul mouth... The foul breath lizard man, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
He seemed like a bit of a hermit.
Well, for what I know about... What little I know about those types of creatures from the stories I've heard, they're certainly up to no good, but I should probably be removed. But I didn't want to just... I didn't feel like it was advantageous of us to
just attack.
To just attack right then and there.
Yeah. We've lost most of our element of surprise, although the howling kind of did that for us as well.
If it's important that we remove them, shouldn't somebody in government be paying us to remove them?
You're saying that we should go back to town and report that there's a demon living out here, and maybe we can get paid more for removing them than some foul-breathed lizard man.
Or the army can remove them, and we still get paid either way. Also, wasn't foul-breathed lizardman in a really cheap inn, and seemed like he was rather not wealthy? Are you was payment assured by the broker?
I don't know what the penalty is for. I'm getting big feedback from somebody.
It's from Rio. There.
There you go. You want to repeat what you said, Cleo?
I don't know if we know what the penalty is for lack of payment, or if payment was even posted on the bill. I guess we never even discussed what payment should be.
We never do.
I get the feeling that we're about to learn another lesson.
I don't like those types of lessons.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Is this better?
You've had some good lessons. You've had some bad lessons.
Well, I think we would be aware if the payment was assured by the broker. That should be something that, if it's not assured by the broker, like that they haven't taken payment in advance, then that should be stated on there. Surely we've ran into that before as characters.
I believe these two jobs you actually got from a board, not from a broker directly.
We talked to somebody who told us where to find him.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it was true.
Yeah, that broker was like pushing this job onto us.
Yeah. Well, he was just like, I want this guy to quit complaining. But did we actually look at the paperwork for it, or did we just talk to the guy and go for it?
You went in and asked him about it and where to find the contact.
I assumed that our characters, whenever dealing with a broker or a job board, would get whatever details were available on payment and etc. beforehand.
Well, then They're not going anywhere. We can go back to town.
Well, yeah. Can I? We could just possibly do an insight check to see if we remember what that was. Is that fair, DM?
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm sorry, Nate. I feel like this is my fault.
Well, not exactly, but
He was going to have fun teaching us a lesson.
I don't see a way to be strategic about the way we attack. They've got a stinking fortress. They just sit there and win, right?
Yeah. Which is also why it wouldn't be negative to go back to town and alert the guard. Like, I don't see a negative in that because they're not exactly going anywhere.
So is a chance.
And the town may just be like, what are you going to do about a fortress?
I am kind of worried that if we leave, a certain group of jokes will show up and finish the mission instead.
You know what? He has a point. Those certain group of jerks do show up.
I don't know which jerks you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either because I was not there those days. Do we care if someone else finishes?
We just have to beat them back to town and claim the reward first.
Do we care if the Hand of Radiance finishes the mission and we just walked around?
Yes, we care. We're burning cash. Cash that you need to buy weapons. True.
Yes, I need them to buy weapons, so why aren't we looting and pillaging?
No.
Okay, fine.
So if you want to go back and we want to try and force them out of the house, that's fine.
Honestly, I doubt the Hand of Radiance would do this mission, but
just
also, yeah.
Random question for Cleoc.
What is this group of Radiance you speak of?
On the wall.
Did I see any weapons mounted on the wall?
You did not.
None that I spotted. So ideally, we should be able to climb up the wall and stay on top of the wall, and the dogs won't be able to reach us.
Sorry, Visions of Loyalty. I am sorry. I used the wrong name.
Also, walls normally have stairs on the inside. I'm assuming it's fairly standard castle wall construction or fortress wall construction.
If those dogs were as big as I thought they were, the dogs probably aren't climbing up.
They probably are jumping up for ramming damage and knocking you over the edge. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure the DM would not leave a option for us to just stand there and shoot them with arrows until they die.
That's an option. That doesn't mean there's no repercussions for doing so, but it's certainly an option.
Donovan, I really don't want to start using our ship to bombard enemy targets on the ground.
I think that is a wonderful idea, except for I don't want to open up the bag of worms that the DM would consider that.
Yeah.
There might be laws against that or something.
One way to find out.
Also, do we...
planet.
So this is completely out of character because this is not something Rio would care about, but as a player, do we know what the laws of ownership are in this, and for the laws of attacking someone in a place that they've, laid claim, or attacking a person without provocation is?
Well, I do know
I assume we want to continue trading with this place.
We talked with the local dwarves, and this is, in fact, abandoned territory. So the person who posted the bill was fundamentally a squatter. And these people are fundamentally squatters, too.
So what is the allowed, if you're not the owner of the rightful owner of it, what is the allowed treatment for squatters?
But if it's abandoned, is it squatting?
Sure.
Someone still has claim to it.
It has a rightful owner.
Okay.
But should ideally be those dwarves.
So if the dwarves come there and say, hey, we want this back, and they say, no, we're not going to leave, are the dwarves allowed legally to kill them?
Don't know.
Neither do I. Unfortunately, that's not a question Rio would ask, so. But Rio would like to keep trading here because trading makes more money for weapons. Plus, doesn't this place have good ship upgrades, or was that a different place?
It was here.
Yeah, it's here.
This is the
Rio
first
wants the ship
location you
upgrades.
found ship upgrades.
Rio is definitely in favor of not doing anything that would jeopardize ship upgrades.
What if?
The thing that gets me at this point is that I'll wait until after session.
Go on.
It's an observation for
What if?
after session.
What if I, as a dwarf, laid claim to it?
Are you a dwarf of the right lineage? Also,
Do you
what
all
are the
recall
local laws?
why it was abandoned?
No.
No.
Nope.
You had heard it was abandoned due to demon incursion.
It wasn't really given.
I think he was actually saying something and then it just cut off.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know why it's cutting off. You recall that you were told that it was abandoned due to demon incursion.
But assumedly not these people, because the only person who abandoned it was the one dude.
Yeah. All we know, that dude never even lived here. He's just trying to get these guys out so he can take over.
So,
But the real
she
problem
confirmed
is
that he did live there, but that he left, right?
but
No.
did the dwarves leave because of demon incursion, or did the hermit leave?
Dwarves.
Okay.
But I thought the hermit. She confirmed that the hermit was there and left willingly, right? Something like that. Sorry, I wasn't.
So.
Oh,
No.
I misheard then. I was dealing with my son while you guys were saying that, talking to her.
She just said that the previous people were not forced out, they left. But they left because of demon incursion, so it's not 100% true. It's just mostly true.
The demon incursion that drove the dwarves out was a couple hundred years ago.
She probably wasn't alive then.
I don't know what I've been thinking, guys. Cleoc, after remembering that a demon incursion, yes, I want to take out these demons, but I didn't want to do a frontal assault with them prepared for our group at that point. Now they may be on quote unquote high alert now, but
they certainly weren't expecting us to knock on the front door.
I assume Cleoc is saying that out loud, right?
Yes.
Okay, Rio in character says, if there's a demon incursion that's going to be invading the planet or invading this area, shouldn't we be telling the authorities and gathering siege weaponry? But I don't think Group can take out the walls by himself.
It's not a demon incursion of that fortress, not of the area. And it happened 100 years ago. Hundreds, maybe.
Then Cleoc, why do you care if it's something that happened hundreds of years ago and it's just a couple of people today?
I don't know.
Did you have a bad experience with some demons before?
No.
Are you one of those goody people?
Out of character, I'm trying to get the game moving. Because I feel like I just sent it to a screeching halt by telling us to withdraw.
You all have another mission you can do, or you can choose to take up ship and leave, or spend your money, grab some good, and do some trading. So you essentially have those three options, as well as four options. Just leaving. You do have another mission off planet that you received that you had debated whether you're going to do or not, that you don't know if it's available or not still. And there's always you can travel to new system. So there's lots of options. It's up to you guys to decide what you're going to do and go.
It sounds
Didn't we have a mission for the dwarf, and that the only reason we went into this one is because the dwarf wasn't there at the time?
Yes.
Maybe.
It's because Jonathan wasn't there, and we got kind of a cold reception from
Yes.
who we were going to talk to, even though they may have given us the mission anyway. But we got such a cold reception that it's just like, we'll go to this other one.
If you just grow a beard out, you get a much warmer reception.
That's true.
I'm an Aarakocra. We don't grow beards.
I was gonna say, I've not seen anyone make an image of a bearded Aarakocra. That would be
That
interesting.
sounds like a personal problem.
Yes.
I am group is pouting.
All right, you
I
guys
wanna go
figure
back
out
and-
what you want to do, so we can try to do that tonight. I need to quickly go read to the kid,
Yeah.
and then we'll pick up from there.
Okay.
When you said
What?
let's retreat, I was about to ask if the person at the top of the wall had like half cover or something. I was about to shoot him.
Hey guys, so we retreated after we lost 3 incursions and spent 2.5 months on a mission. Come on, let's get back out there. Ride this horse.
All I heard was
know.
group. What Rio says is go back. Probably talk to the dude that gave us the mission just to see what he says. Talk to the authorities to tell him or ask him if there's anything to be done about that. And also make sure that the payment is assured if we do the mission. Because if the guy is a squatter, what is he paying us with?
Well, I'm sure
And
there's
also-
loot in. You know how you talked about loot?
Yeah, there's
I bet
surely
there's
there's
loot
some.
inside.
Yes, probably there is loot inside, but I mean, if we want to do that, there's a village down the way that has way better loot. I saw it. Let's go.
Yeah, but they're nice people. These aren't nice.
So she
How about
opened the
the
door,
demon
she talked to us, and she
Dungeon?
didn't kill us. That's pretty nice for a demon. These seem like pretty nice demons.
Honestly, with how polite she was and compared to the other guy, I kind of want to just go warn them that there was someone might be adventurous down to cause them trouble.
Yeah.
The main reason I didn't want to attack right then is that they said giant dogs, and there's 4, or I saw 4 giant dogs. And I'm not sure we would win that fight, considering how some of the fights we've had in the past have gone recently.
I'm not sure we would win the fight. I'm not sure it was a fight we needed to have. Rio is neutral, but that means she doesn't view good and evil just because they're related to the evil spectrum. She sees them as a neutral person, basically. And so we basically knocked on someone's door. They came out, talked to us. They were a little bit annoyed, probably because we were knocking on their door and they're in the middle of nowhere to be left alone. If you're going to then immediately try to kill them after they answer their front door, Rio's like, what? If we're going to do that, we could have done it to the villagers. They're much easier to kill.
Fair enough.
Cleoc is being
Hey,
good
Chris.
aligned. Feels like killing demons might also. I don't know what Cleoc thinks about demons. All he hears,
But they're
he's
not.
really heard about his stories.
They're not actually demons, though Cleoc may not know that. I'm pretty sure it stated specifically that they were not actually demons. Also, they probably weren't.
Devils.
We don't know.
My
Devils.
bad.
No, I don't think they were actually devils, though, because he said that they were plain touched. Now, granted, I don't know if I would know that with the terrible Arcana check I did, but
Oh, we might be a tiefling still.
plain touched is just someone who has the attributes of a plane that they're associated with. That means it could be a Tefling or something else that is got traces of the whatever the demon or devil realms, the underworld, but isn't actually a demon. I'm pretty sure a demon or a devil either would have, well, a demon would have just attacked us straight out and tried to eat our souls or something like that. Now, this is player knowledge, not really, probably not really character knowledge. A devil would have a devil would probably try to get us to do some deal in which we would lose our souls in exchange for something or other. But generally, they wouldn't have just greeted us politely and let us leave. Like, they would be attacking us by now.
I don't know. I think they were. surprised and confused that we knocked on their door.
Probably.
And they were trying to
But they
measure us
didn't
out.
attack us on sight either.
No.
They didn't just open the door and send the dogs after us.
True.
It's also been long enough that they could have came and attacked us in our backs right now while we're talking.
Yep.
So, I mean, like...
a fortress.
Yeah. They don't need to leave.
No, but they could have shot us from the walls, and if we survived, they'd be like, nah, whatever, we were just scaring them off our front yard. Or then they send the dogs out once they shoot us. Fortresses generally give you good cover and good defenses, and your opponents don't have anywhere to hide because it's empty plains.
Well, the thing about it is if that they attack us and they don't kill us, then we come back with an army.
True, but if they were bad guys, evil people, if they let us walk away, we're going to come back with an army.
But
Just
I don't know.
Logicking it here. Rio wouldn't be quite that logical, but Rio just sees that we knocked on someone's door. They said, no, there nothing wrong happened here. Everything's fine. Please go away. And we did. And so she's not interested in going in and attacking them.
I don't know. It's just player me is feeling bad for pushing us away from to have initially pushed us away from doing stuff.
I understand that. Rio is sad for pushing us away from doing stuff too. Rio wants to go back and get on the mission that characters in our party actually feel strongly about and have connection to in their story.
Yeah.
Or go to a different planet where we can get new missions and we won't have whatever that guild of other adventurers stealing our kills.
Celadon wants to leave as well, but he wants to talk to the demon again before we do.
What?
Why?
But we told them
ask about the spirit that attacked us. Was that your fault? Oh. Anyway, I don't know. At the moment, I'm getting the same feeling I get every time I've tried to play Skyrim. And
hey, look, millions of things.
And John knows this, but I have never gotten very far in Skyrim at all. I've gotten past, I've escaped the keep, and then I'm supposed to go to, I don't even remember what the town name is. But then there's so many things to do, so many squirrels to chase, so many unknowns to tackle that I don't get anywhere. And that's what's happening to me right now. Is I don't know. I have so little information about a lot of things. I don't know how to approach it. I don't know what questions to ask. I don't know how to follow it, and then I become super indecisive and have no idea what to do.
And right now you're the main speaker for the party that isn't sticking their foot in their mouth like Yanovan?
I mean, I knew that he was plain or touching up to no good, but he also insulted our treant as stupid just because he couldn't understand him.
Group looks at all of you and says, we go home. Y'all not fight. Find some other fight. Nerisol translates.
Why do you want to fight, group?
Oh, I always want to fight. But you no fight. You just argue.
Also,
talk. We go.
If we're attacking the city, the fortress, we attack from the ship. Fortress to fortress.
Out of character, you do that, he'll start spawning demons on the ship. Let's not do that.
We really shouldn't be we shouldn't be metagaming that kind of stuff anyway.
We do have a ship. It makes sense to use it to throw trebuchet at it. He's absolutely right. So we have to have some sort of justification for not doing that. Do we need to bring our ship into combat?
It's simple. If we're actually taking this back because of somebody's home, we don't need to be destroying their home.
Well, that's simple.
Good point,
the
yeah.
other simple thing is it's probably bombardment of the ground from a flying ship, from a Spelljammer ship, is probably against the law in all like civilized space or something. That would be a convenient excuse. Because otherwise, why would anyone go in ground combat? You just sit up there with a trebuchet or a ballista or cannons or whatever.
Because most people don't have a Spelljammer ship.
Yeah, but then whoever did would be invulnerable because you can sit, you could sit up 10 miles up directly above it and just drop rocks off the side.
Uh-huh. He's right.
Like, it's so broken that if you really metagame it or think about it, it's so broken that there's got to be some law, like, if you do that, you're banned from all civilized ports or something like that. Or the local authorities attack you or whatever. Like, it's like the whole agreements to not put weapons in space, on Earth.
Okay, guys.
How long do you think it would take for us to take the ship back or go back without taking the ship? I don't remember if the ship had left the port or if we took like horses or something. Go back, tell them what's going on quickly, hopefully. And then if there's nothing interesting to do with this fortress, then we go and do the dwarf mission. If there's something interesting to do with the fortress, then we do the fortress thing.
No.
But
you either decide we're going to do the fortress and we just attack it, or we try to do the other dwarf mission.
So this is player me talking. Siege warfare seems like the boringest thing you could possibly do in D&D. Maybe not the boringest, but it's probably not going to be the most exciting. The other option is we try to sneak in and then get basically dungeon crawl the inside of the fortress, which is fine, but it's going to be dungeon crawling a thing full of demon dogs and demon things. Is that really what we want to do?
No. I want to live.
Well, I want to live, but also just
fighting demons. You hear howl on the winds.
Oh, well, it looks like they made the decision for us.
We can't go back to the ship. We have to call the ship, and the ship will take however long necessary to reach us.
Well, why don't we go in the direction of the ship? Or the direction of town?
I don't even know what direction that is.
Let's lead the back to town.
To be honest, if you really want to punish us, we can set up a means to contact the ship because no one has message.
Uracil can.
Uracil can?
Yes.
Yep.
At least once.
Oh yeah, we don't have the message stones anymore, do we?
Nope.
No.
But if you give me a long rest, I'll wake up and have the ability to use message.
Good.
Well, hop on your horse and start sleeping. You're a dwarf, so isn't a horse like big enough to be a bed?
Roll initiative.
Okay.
I don't know how much you heard from a talk, Nate, since you were reading.
Oh, I heard. That's why you had people show up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sweet. No. I have rolled low for Arcana and History and whatever other checks, and then 2 natural 20s tonight for things that didn't. Well, one thing mattered. And so this is another natural 20 on initiative.
6.
And then I'm going to miss all my shots, but I'll go first.
You'll get to shoot first. You won't hit anything, but Yanovan shot first.
Right.
Ugh.
So Yanovan's
10.
Yeah. 22.
10 for me, for Rio.
Rio's 10. Group is 6.
14.
Cleoc 7.
So is this going to be a long combat? Just asking for a friend.
Find out. 2.
There is 5 of them.
That's nice.
So it's basically.
Do we know what they look like?
Dispose of them.
Have we seen them yet? Or okay. Well, I figured if it was the same things from the castle, we would know.
Oh yes, Cleoc recognizes these lovely large bestial dogs.
What was Nurse still at?
Needing to roll.
Well, and unfortunately the sword is broken, but they've attacked us now. Now we can go in and kill them.
Yes, we can.
Now it's personal.
10 for Nurse.
So that's how we get Ryu on our side, huh?
Self-defense, yo. What's Doggo's at?
I mean,
6.
if they're coming out to get me, yeah, I'm going to get them first. That's very Rio.
6. Who has higher initiative? Who has higher dex between group and Doggos?
I've got 13.
Doggos.
I've got 13. Then why?
Alright, so.
This might be the first time the bad guys have ever rolled been less than 15.
Hey!
Quote unquote bad guys.
That's possible.
I mean, I think by the time you randomly attack people who knocked on your door, that normally counts you as a bad guy.
We did sneak up on them, though.
It is this, they're trying to make sure you left the area. However, it'll be fun to see what you choose to do once you see the dogs.
Just because they're bad guys doesn't mean they're bad guys.
Well, it's really quite simple.
Alright, I'm going to shoot the centermost one.
Before you see
Can we see them yet?
Yeah.
He was going to send you the image. Wait for it. They might be
ginormous. Look like cute little puppies.
You're right.
Well,
I think I'm going to hold my fire.
What's it, like a Shih Tzu, or what's the other really pretty cute dog?
There you go, Yanovan. What do you
Pomeranian?
think? I wasn't going to say Pomeranian. There's the other one. Yeah, that one. Those are, half undead wolf thingies.
All right.
Very, very adorable.
The image is taking a while to load for me.
It looks kind of like a wolf, but it seems to have, like, ichor and blood and just quite lovely.
I don't think you counted right.
Why?
That's not 4.
I said 5.
Yeah, that's 5.
Talking to Cleoc.
Cleoc saw 4. All Cleoc heard was "I am group."
Narasil's not translating. He's looking at the dogs. I use the term dogs loosely, of course.
Talking's a free action, right? Hey, Narasil, do these look familiar?
No, they do not.
Out of character. Well, they must have gated it. The picture finally loaded.
That's a great reaction. Thank you.
Unless a 10 hits, I missed.
It's not going to win a beauty contest.
A 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
Do you have extra attack now?
Actually, yes, I do.
If you went to the upgraded version, I was pretty sure your gun does a little less damage, but you get multiple attacks.
Yeah, I just don't have the spells because I haven't picked them.
Okay. Did you get the gun damage?
The I have not changed gun damage. It didn't have any guidelines for it.
Okay. I thought I'd mention where to find that. Let me pull it up here and I'll send it to you. It's essentially the same, you just don't get your thunder damage.
So half the dies.
Basically.
That's not essentially the same. That's half the dies.
But you get extra
I have
shots.
the dice for twice the shots.
Yeah.
It's
Do I
basically,
still get the?
you're not a one-shot wonder. Do you get what?
Do I still get the cold damage, or do I have to apply that as a bonus?
That'd be applied as, I think, a bonus or
Okay.
something like that. I'd have to look again. But essentially it's a standard rifle now instead of a magical blunderbuss that, does a whole bunch of additional damage. But then your class gets a nice bump and you get to have be a little bit more like a fighter in the sense that you get the additional attacks.
Okay.
So it kind of balances out where you do a little less damage, but you get more chances to actually inflict the damage. So it's not, you miss once and it's all over.
I'm gonna have to work at adding the extra damage then, because I have the ability to add an elemental effect.
Okay.
But I have to look at how to do that now.
So does that mean you get to miss twice as much?
Yeah,
Har,
probably.
har, har.
No, because that's a natural 20.
Nice.
So is a 2 and a 20. That's a 28 to hit.
That hits. That hits.
And do I double the die or roll twice?
Yes. Well, we usually just roll the die twice because it's more fun to roll more dice. But
although doubling the die in this case would be much better than rolling twice. I rolled 2 6s on the first try.
nice.
And then that's the 3 and a 1. So 12 and 4 is 16.
16?
16 damage.
The front one?
Plus 2 for
Oh, no.
Dex mod.
It doesn't do the damage. It's just a +1 for the +1 weapon. So 17.
17 total, and I think it is to the one in the front.
Yeah. Leader of the V. And at this time, I don't want to sacrifice Kitty to the pack, so Kitty's going to stay with me
Understand.
and bite them if they attack me.
Saradin. Saradin. The gift does charge.
To his death.
Looks like we may
Skip
have
and
lost
come
it.
back.
We cannot hear you, Saradin, if it isn't apparent.
There we
You
go.
can't tell me?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm waiting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. What's up?
It's your
It's your
turn.
turn.
It's your turn.
Oh, don't think bad of me, but I think I might have drifted off in the middle of the game. I have no idea what's going on.
We're getting attacked by 5 of those demon dogs.
Okay, so I was only off for a minute then. I will attack with my cleave.
They
But-
aren't in range yet. We beat them
What
on
was that?
initiative. They're still like 60 feet out.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to attack with my bow and arrow. And tabletop simulator crashed on me.
75. Cleoc. Since you seem to be the defuncto leader of the group, Nursil would look to you. What would you like to have done?
Is there something you can do to slow these guys down? Can you put like some gunk in the middle?
I do not believe gunk is one of the abilities that I currently possess.
Right. More the shooty light thing you do. To the one in front, please.
Well, it beat my DC, so the bolt goes past. Ceridan, did you want to roll your attack against it? They're 75 feet out.
Can someone roll me a d20? It's not wanting me to do
You
anything.
can do it now.
That's an epic miss. Not one.
Hey! The arrow goes
You
wide.
have extra attack. You can fire another arrow. Got a quick shot, man. Assuming you're carrying more than one arrow with.
Yeah. Okay, that would be a 19, I think.
That would
Yeah.
hit, if it is indeed a 19.
Yeah, it is 19.
Into the dogo. As Cleoc has so fondly named him.
Let's see, it's been a while since I used my arrow. That would be dexterity, right?
Yep. If it's a longbow, it's a D8.
No, it is a like what? Wait, I thought I had. Okay, yeah, I do have a longbow. Longbow's a D8.
Yeah. This is the one right there.
You don't have a gun yet?
Donovan hasn't made one yet.
It takes time.
Oh, that's a D10 I just rolled, isn't it? Okay, sorry. Are these red ones? No, that's a D10 too.
This is
There's a D8 over here.
I see it. 6 plus 1. So that's 7 damage.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Rio, Cleoc.
Sorry, I'll be there in a sec.
alright. Cleoc's gonna fire 2 arrows at the front doggy. First one will hit basically anything. Second one will. That's like 21 to hit.
Ow.
So 2 arrows hit the target. Using my bonus action to put my Kinsei shot class ability on it for some more damage. So grab a couple D4s to roll. The first shot does 13 damage. The second shot does 9 damage. And this is actually magical, if it matters. And Cleoc will place himself in front of Yacht because he's the... I said Cleoc's going to place himself in front of Yanovan because Cleoc's a nice guy.
Okay, Ryu is going to start heading backwards at 30 feet, and it's going to use Eldritch Blast. So let me go roll that real quick.
You're going to use Eldritch Blast before you move, though.
Am I 120 feet away from him?
You're still within 120 feet. Pretty sure.
That was the guesstimate I was doing. I would shoot before if that was the case.
Okay, it is 120. Sorry, I thought it was 90.
Yeah.
Cleoc sees Rio running away and says, "Do you know something we don't?"
I yell back, "Giant dogs!"
Out of character, I can't argue with that. But...
or flesh dogs, probably is a better exclamation, but I really should have wrote down my modifier here, shouldn't I? Whoops. Here, I'll just roll the d20.
Yep, go for
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say go for your attacks and see if you hit. But I was just saying, out of curiosity,
I'll just roll
how
the
would
d20.
you describe that picture? Both those hit.
Okay. That makes it easy. 4 damage and 5 damage against the front one.
Okay.
Oh, and I think I add +1 to both of those because of that staff thingy. Or
+1 to hit.
Whatever it is.
+1 to hit or damage?
I thought it was to hit. Let me pull up the actual thing. Yeah, plus 1 DC and attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh, attack rolls. Never mind. Not damage rolls. You're right. I need to organize my character sheet again.
Cool.
All right. My turn's done.
Cleoc. Just to win.
I believe Cleoc finished as well. So that would mean
I'm done.
They get to have fun now. And Yanovan.
Now we get to see if they have 80 feet of, or 40 feet, or 50 feet of movement that I think they have, that I would expect giant dogs to have.
I had forgotten.
I just hope they don't have.
That is a good option.
What?
I hope they don't have 60.
I was saying I'd forgotten about that spell. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Certainly.
it's a class feature and doesn't.
Yeah.
There's like 4 spells that are automatic to the Artificer subclass
And
that
that's
you
one of
have. You don't have. Yeah. I just had to go look up to see if it was a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
How it was, or if it was a certain level.
And you did add that, right? To your attack, or did you?
I did not add that to my attack because I hadn't looked it up yet to see what
Okay,
it was.
go ahead and add it if you want to expend your bonus action to do
Yeah.
that.
I'll roll my blue d6 for cold damage.
Roll 2d6 because you crit.
Yes.
Alright, so that's a 5 for the first one and a 5 for the second. It's another 10 damage, 10 cold damage.
How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Your weapon does a little less. You have to use spells to boost its damage, but you get more chances to actually hit.
But I can also use spells to boost others' damage.
Correct.
And I can use a spell to make Mr. Gift's spear return to him.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't use my spell.
I know, but I can.
That's some.
I can.
Yeah. It's definitely a
There's
better class.
it's an
I think.
Yeah, that would have been useful.
That's an infusing that I'd have to do in the morning, and it would last all day. But
I'm more sad that we did 65 damage to Doggo in front and he's still alive.
that
Oh,
is
he's
concerning.
I mean, it is
A
at
giant
this
dog,
level.
yes.
Do they
Well,
look
no, I mean-
undead?
Sort of. Well, I mean, the picture looks undead.
Well,
'Cause
describe
I do-
describe what you see them as in the picture.
I mean, they look undead. They look demonic.
Or dying. Yeah, somewhere in that range.
They look like a bloodhound, but not the normal bloodhound. Just a blood
Because
wolf.
I still have 3 more shots of holy
Well,
oil coated rounds. That's
And
why.
actually, so Nate, in this picture, is it eating something? Is that what it's doing?
Who knows? It might be biting its arm.
Well, I thought it was biting its arm that was all bloody everywhere, but now that I'm thinking about it or looking at it, it looks like it's pulling meat off of something it's killed underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of what it looked like to me.
Okay, so it might be blood splattered and bloody, but it's not actually like bleeding flesh just exposed everywhere.
Well, it does have a lot of
Is it-
gore and sinew on it. But it doesn't necessarily look undead, but it doesn't exactly look alive.
Okay, so it's kind of somewhere in between, but it's not like a zombie dog,
No.
a zombie warg. It's just like a really beat up, nasty, demony warg.
That's a good way to put it. And let's see. Clear. What's your AC?
Probably not high enough, but 17.
$15 damage as they hack this like necrotic blood bolt at you, and it hits you.
You said 15?
Correct. Nericel, what's your AC? Not Nericel. Saradin.
I was like, you're asking yourself.
I looked at the back rank instead of the front rank, sorry. Saradin.
$18. He should be 18.
18. $7 damage as the same thing hits you, Saradin. Group.
Yes. 18.
13 damage as one of them hits you.
Are they physically close to us or not?
They're spitting on us.
They're spitting on us.
They open their mouths and like this looks like partially coagulated blood essentially gets shot out at you. And does it feels like it's when it hits it like drains some of your life.
So it's not a standard bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage.
No, it's necrotic.
Suck.
You're not raging anyway yet.
I know, but still, it nerfs me.
And that's their turn. So, you're up, group.
I rolled
Dog
my
just
attacks.
hacked a bluggy loogie at you.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does indeed hit.
Oh, good, because otherwise I'd have 1 hit and 2 misses. Instead, I get
3.
31 damage.
Total?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you want to split that? Say you did like 10
Well,
damage and then...
I've rolled the damage there, and if he drops, I can move it to another target.
I'd like to think group's smart enough to...
You were just able to take that one out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Group is raging. And of course, that does give them advantage to hit him now.
Oh,
So,
good to know. Back to the top of the initiative. Yanavan. So,
I have group!
I'm going to step here and shoot this one.
Clea,
right front.
would you like another ball of light?
Let me get back to you on that as you hear a little bit of pain in the
I'm so
voice.
happy I have a +8 to hit now. I rolled an 8 plus an 8, so it's 16 to hit.
Hits.
Boom, boom, boom.
You're +8 to hit. Wow. Pretty good, man.
That is a 7 bludgeoning damage, well, 7 piercing damage, 8 piercing damage, and 1 cold damage.
Okay.
And when I put the next round in, I'm gonna try one of these holy oil coated ones, just to see what happens.
Do you not get 2 shots with that?
I do get 2 shots, but the round I'm putting in now is holy oil coated round.
Okay, so you're specifying that this shot is
right.
holy.
That
okay.
Right. So if radiant damage does anything, you know. And that is a 13 plus 8, so that one should.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits. So question: does radiant damage do? I'll roll the dice and tell you what they are.
Yep. Let me know what you get.
So 7 piercing, 6 cold, and that is 6, 9, 15 radiant, if it does anything.
So yeah, they seem like they take normal damage from that round. So it did do the radiant damage, but it doesn't seem like it had a greater impact. They just seem like they took a good hit.
Okay. Mark down spent round. 7 of 9 used.
Definitely inflicted some nice damage on him, though.
Alright, and I'll have Kitty come in and attack on the side.
Okay. What's Kitty's speed?
That's a good question. 1, 2, 3.
If it's standard 30, then unless
I think it's 40, but I don't think that can reach, so.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Pretty far.
Yeah, Kitty's 40 foot away. 40, 45.
40 feet speed. Then jump.
To answer Nurisel's question, Kleok, if he has light healing, he would take it, but don't necessarily use a spell for it.
40 you can get just to that one.
Okay, then I'll do a pounce attack on that one. Let's see if it can do anything. I had all their stats. Oh, I just wasn't looking in the right spot. I had 40-foot stat there.
Nurisel should be able to give you that hit die healing.
I misread it. It's a pool of healing die that he has, not your hit die.
Tonight's been great.
What'd you get?
That's my third natural 20.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently statistics are trying to make up for, you know,
All
your life
for my
miserable.
years of low rolls.
No, they fixed the artificer class, so now it's fixed too.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Well, I had been rolling so poorly. I worked with Nate to reswizzle my class a little bit to make me easier to hit, and I'm rolling high all of a sudden. I'm happy. Okay.
Which subclass did you choose?
The last one. It's the one that was a direct connection that has the has Kitty. Now Kitty has like half the HP it did before, but a higher EC. So if Tiger moves at least 20 feet towards the creature and hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, the target must succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Does it state anything about size?
Nope. That's a 2d6 plus 5 slashing damage. That's a 10 there.
What's the DC?
14. Strength.
Yeah, you made it.
And 9. 15. 24 points of damage for the slash attack since it was a natural 20. Yeah.
You said 24?
Because, yes. And the target is not prone, so I can't do a bite attack. So that's it.
He resisted being knocked prone.
Yeah, right, so I don't have a bite attack.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It only gets one attack unless it's knocked prone. So.
Got it. Ceridan.
I'm gonna use my light. Let's do a bit distance from us, right?
Yes, with group in between you and them.
Well, can I move so that he's not reaching me now, and then use my lightning javelin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Depending which way you go, you might hit Kitty.
Oh, is that Kitty? Okay. I'll go for these two then.
Okay, and that's a dex save.
DC 13 dex save, 46 lightning damage.
Half on.
Well, they made their dex save, but I believe
I
it's
imagine
still
save
half,
for half.
So.
Yeah, they take half.
Half of 46 is still nice.
Yep. How much did you roll for the damage and the lightning?
Uh, 12. So that's 6 damage each.
And did you want to roll an attack against the one further back so your javelin actually hits him or not?
Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. That's 20 to hit on that.
Okay.
Regular damage for that.
Yeah, it's a standard javelin. If I'm remembering correctly.
That's then 1d6. A 3. So what would you add to javelin? Dexterity?
Javelin strength, because you throw it.
Oh, okay. So that's 9 damage. What? Oh yeah, I still have my second attack.
Do you have an additional weapon, like another javelin, or not?
I've got my longbow. Attack with longbow. Ooh, nat 20.
And which one were you targeting?
The one in front.
Okay.
Is that a D10? The
D8.
longbow? D8. Which is the find die so easily. There we go. 6 plus. Okay, longbow's dexterity though, right?
Yes.
That's correct.
And then I roll again because it's nat 20.
Yep.
Yes.
11 damage.
11?
Yes. And since I hit it with my I'm gonna go ahead and add my distracting strike.
Check the script. Does it require melee or just any weapon?
Oh, that's a good point. Let me check. It says weapon attack.
Okay.
That works.
I just wanted to verify because I know a lot of Battle Master stuff is specifically worded to be melee.
Okay, so that does 3 more damage, and then the next attack against it has advantage. Oh, that's it for me.
Okay. Cleoc, to inform you, I only have one type of healing. Or I can expend some lesser healing if you would like.
I'm all confused now because I know I've seen you heal with both spells and.
Yes, I have a spell that's specifically a larger, and there's no like changing form of it, it just is. And then I have a feat ability which allows me to spend I believe it's an action, yeah. And then I have a very limited pool that allows me to heal you as a bonus action, but that one is only, I believe, recovered on a long rest.
I'd say just a feat.
Okay. $14 health.
Thank you, sir.
And that's it. So, Ryu. Looks like you hit
I just
once
rolled,
for 5.
Yep. I'm guessing the 10 does not hit, so yep.
No.
And
Which one?
the one by Kitty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay here. I don't want to get that much further away.
Do you not have an agonizing blast?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You don't get enough of the pacts. There's so many good options.
Are you using the standard PHB Warlock or the upgraded one?
I have the Hexblade, but I think I have 4 packed boons.
Hexblade is archetype.
Well, right, but you told me some things that increased it. I thought I had 4. If I have an extra one, then I would probably get that, but I don't have it written on my sheet.
Okay. If
I only
give
have
you the info, you're probably working on the modified Warlock then.
Yeah, I know I got an extra spell for it. I don't know if I got an extra invocation.
Okay. We'll have to take a look and make sure you're using it, but yeah. For now, we'll call it that. I don't remember. I'll have to pull it up.
Yeah, I think. I think 4. Yeah, 4 would be a addition. One more than what the book says. The book says 3. Basically, the number of invocations matches the spell level for a while.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yeah, I have the extra.
First attack was a punch. 9, I assume, misses. Second attack with the sword, I assume an 11 misses.
Yep.
Third attack with a punch, I assume a 21 hits.
Yep.
Or the bonus action attack with a punch, 21 to hit. 7 damage. I want a Constitution saving throw from Doggy right there.
Okay. Con save DC
14.
That would be a succeed. Kidding.
Doggo is stunned until the end of my next turn. But if he somehow lives that long, I'm going to be really surprised. And also very horribly sad, because that would mean that both Group and I died horribly.
Okay, well, there's the answer.
Okay.
Group does not notice that you have stunned that beast.
Couldn't Group roll a passive perception check or have passive perception?
A 1.
Well,
on my perception.
I'm highly expecting Group to get attacked by at least one of these other dogs, and you're probably going to be busy punching it.
I might punch something that attacks me. I'll do whatever makes the most sense. I've pre-rolled my attacks. But they go first. Do we have a DM?
What did you get? I was quickly seeing what something said. Sorry. Trying to keep up and juggle a bunch of things.
I'm waiting for the...
I did 7 damage.
Yeah, you go. Okay. So I see what you're saying, Group. Sorry.
And that ends my turn.
Cleoc, roll a die. Just tell me high or low.
Low. And I will roll this d20 because it looks high. 7.
So that would be low?
Yes.
Okay. Cleoc, what's your AC?
Not high enough to beat those rolls. It's 19 now.
19. Okay. Okay, so you just got 2 hits. Alright, so that would be...
And then you get advantage against the poor group. Because he's an angry tree.
Those are really good dice rolls.
That would be 30 points of damage, as one does a special move that actually drains some of your blood. Oh wait, one's stunned. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Reverse that.
Yes, that one is stunned.
You can give the one kitty attacked 5 hit points back. Because I didn't attack the way the new Iron Defender is supposed to do.
Okay.
It's still hit with a natural 20, obviously. But,
Yeah. It's fine. Let's...
It did 19 instead of 24.
Yeah. It's fine. We're learning the new one. I'm just going to totally re-roll those, Cleoc, because
I would like to not take 30 damage.
You may or may not. Let's find out. I just wanted to make sure it's clear what I was doing is just scratching the whole thing and redoing, because I believe stun doesn't let you actually attack.
No.
Correct.
Those are the 2 attacks from the one dog. You said your AC is what?
19.
19. Just missed you. So you take no damage. Because he rolled less than they did before. But hey, that's the penalty for not keeping up on my stuff.
Yay for BS Monk, yay!
Yeah. And then group, is there any reason I should separate the rolls for you?
Oh, I resist bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. But go for it. Just attack away. You have advantage.
Oh, even better.
That 20 doesn't look good.
Would you say your AC was?
18.
Okay, so that's 2 hits and a... Well, 2 hits, one's a crit.
Yeah.
And that's from the one dog. And 1 hit from the other dog. They did a whomping load of damage. They did 50 total. However, 25 of that was necrotic.
Okay. Fascinating. Ow. So, of the dogs in front of me, the two that attacked me, which one looks more hurt?
Well, they both seem to heal as they bit into you and, like, pulled some of your life essence out.
That's not cool.
But the one closer to Saradin is slightly more hit.
Well, John knows what he would do, but I am not John. I attack this guy for 27 damage.
Oh, fun.
Next.
It was total how much?
27.
27.
Iron group is 2/3 down in health.
Wow, you only hit that little bit. Used to you doing a lot more damage than that. Kind of interesting, seeing the differences.
Well, I've got stinking one-handed weapons.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yonovan, we're back to you.
Yay.
The one in front of Kitty is currently stunned.
Okay. Just as a note, I posted in general the defensive pounce. So if the one in front of Kitty attacks Cleok, it would do so at disadvantage because it's within 5 feet of the Kitty.
The stunned one, yes, but the stunned one couldn't
Yeah.
attack. Yep.
Right.
But it's good to know that going forward, and we'll need to keep track of that.
Yeah. We're all learning.
Yep.
So if your kitty stands next to the raging barbarian, they no longer get advantage to hit him.
Oh, it's a reaction, so one attack is at
okay.
Calm down there.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
quite
now-
as strong as a feat.
Now, Kitty can heal you.
That is true. Now that at level 6, I can either channel an additional 2d4 of force with my attack, or 2d4 of healing.
Okay.
And also, I have repair 3 times a day magical mechanisms. It can do 2d8 plus 2 hit points to itself, or one construct or
Do you
object within
boys
5
want
feet.
to buckle down and try to wrap
Right.
this up?
Yeah. 5, 10, 15.
So, Yonovan, Saradin, Nurasil, Ryu, and Cleop can go.
Yeah, Yonovan is going to use his motion to get an angle to get here. That's his full
Luckily,
movement.
these beasts are about horse size, so it's not hard to hit.
Yeah. So I'm going to shoot the stunned one.
Okay.
You have advantage.
Advantage. I posted the condition details in chat for you.
So
I'm going to pre-roll. It can be targeting whoever once it's my turn.
this math. What?
Both hits for 2 damage. I'm done.
Oh my
Ryu hit twice and did 2 damage total.
I got a 16 to hit and a 23 to hit. Both of the damage rolls are 1s. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, later. Next week.
Sure.
Like, don't you have some 3rd level spells you can pull out or something?
Well, besides the 2 guys getting bit, these haven't looked that terrifying. So I was saving them. I guess if we get a short rest between, it doesn't really matter, but
Alright, I'm just rolling all the damage checks. It was a 19 and a 20-something to hit.
Those hit. I Am Group just took 50 points of damage. Luckily, he took 25 of that. He only took half, but still.
He's down.
That's true. I'll look at my spells. I don't think I have anything that's really useful for this situation, but I'll check.
How much damage did you get, Donovan?
17 piercing and 6 cold for both shots. And then...
Say that one more time. My brain...
17 piercing, 6 cold.
Okay.
And I'm rolling for a kitty. Almost cocked. And that's 16 on the die, and I think it's a +4 now to hit. That's a 20. And now it's a d8. Let's see. This one. Yeah. 1d8 +2.
Yeah.
That's a grand 1 +2. That's a 3. And does anyone need healing that's within 5 feet of me?
Cleo?
30 feet would be group, because that's what your thing is.
Okay, I was going to say, Cleo, do you need healing?
I'm down 1 hit point.
Okay, so group would need healing, but he's not within that range. He's
let me check the range again.
Can't you move?
Suppose, but it's
the healing is within 30. I've got it pulled up. It's within 30
Arcane
feet.
Jolt is within 30 feet. If he's within 30 feet of me, I can do 2d4 to him.
Okay. Then yeah, he's within 30.
Alright, I'll do that.
Cool. And yeah, Kitty took that
4 and a 2, that's 6 points of damage. 6 points of healing.
Woohoo!
Cool feature.
It's something.
Arcane Jolt. Whoop, whoop.
It is something.
Pretty cool.
Kitty did get a kill if you want to keep track, Jonathan.
I don't really want to.
It's fine.
Kitty's done a lot of damage.
Well, you did a lot, and Kitty finished it off.
Yeah.
So, Ceridan and Nurasil, Ryu did 2 points of damage to one, and then Cleok, you can go as well.
It is your turn, Ceridan.
Yes, Ceridan.
Okay, my first attack hits this one closest to me, but only does 6 damage.
Okay.
My second attack also hits it and does 20 damage. And that is it for me.
It's good, by the way, because I failed my first death save.
Oh, you're down?
No, I went down.
Oh.
Well, you don't make a death save. That's right. Your first time.
Oh, I didn't think you. But I didn't think you died.
They took me down to 0, and then my turn came up.
Oh.
Right. So I rolled a death save.
I thought you attacked.
I did not get a chance to attack this round. They always go before me.
Right.
So if they take me down, I didn't attack.
Fair enough.
So thank you for healing. So and also, I don't have a turn.
So, Cleok, can you stun a few more of them?
I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to attack this one. I did 21 to hit. I'm going to try and stun it.
21 to hit does certainly hit.
9 damage, DC 14 con save.
You said 14?
Yep. Sword swing is a miss. Key point cunning action. I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
I'm done.
So hit once and then dodging.
It didn't missed and then.
It missed dodge, yeah.
Use a key point to dodge.
Ryu went.
And did 2 damage.
Hey, Nurse still can do a little bit.
Yeah. I just pre-rolled my next turn. It's just Eldritch Blast. If things go horribly, I have invisibility and fly, but I need to be done, guys.
I figured Nurso might actually run up and use a spell on the tree.
Yeah, I can do that.
Since I didn't realize the group went down, I thought he only went. I thought he had like 60 max hit points. So
73, and they took it all.
How did they? They did.
They hit me for 13 and 37 and 37.
But he went down
for 37 twice.
after Narasol's turn,
rounds.
right?
Yes, they did.
That was on multiple rounds.
Oh.
But yes.
They hit me for 50 on 2 separate rounds, actually.
I missed the second round then.
It was right after your turn, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I probably should go up and heal him then. I can do that.
Anyways, I need to get off, guys. See you later. Right. Good luck. If things go horribly, I turn invisible and fly away. Actually, they're probably both concentration, so fly away or turn invisible.
Who's up?
It'd be doggos.
22 health to
Thank you.
Group.
He's prone, so they still probably have advantage to attack him.
Yep.
So then it'd be Cleok's turn.
Cleok, you're dodging,
gets
correct?
Attacked. Yes, I am.
And your AC is what?
19.
That'd be a miss and a miss.
Good.
Group, what is your AC?
18.
With advantage, those are 2 hits. $12 damage, and that's piercing. They didn't do their necrotic this time.
Huh. I am not raging right now. Dang it.
Because you got knocked out?
Yep.
And AC of Ceradan. I believe you said it was 18.
18.
Yeah, so wasn't able to sink into your breastplate. Plate mail. And so that was them, and Group, you are up.
Cut out. You cut out on the end. Still can't hear you.
Group is up.
Okay.
But I couldn't hear if I took damage.
This guy, 21 damage.
Nice.
It's pretty weak. 7, 1, and 1 on the damage rolls. So.
Yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
Done.
Right.
All right.
13.
That would be Group, so Yanaman. Followed by Ceradan.
21 to hit and 15 to hit.
Those both hit.
Let's see here. Low damage. That's 12, 14. 16 piercing, 3 cold, and 8 healing to Group.
So 16-3 total?
Oh, wait, that's not part of that yet. Yeah, 16 total.
Okay. I didn't know if that was just one hit or if it's both.
That was both hits.
Okay.
And
was that on an already wounded
10,
one
15,
or
20, 25.
which one?
30. Yeah, the one between Ceridan and group. This one here.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you say some healing or not?
You
not
that
yet.
One?
Okay, so I will move Kitty here instead then.
Okay.
And instead of doing my action to attack, which would then do 2d4 of healing, I will use my action to use the repair function. Magical mechanisms inside the Iron Defender restores 2/8 plus 2 hit points of itself or to one construct or object within 5 feet of it.
So what are you repairing?
So group's an object?
Well, can that be used as healing, or do I need to attack and...
You probably need
It's
to
not a
attack
construct,
to
but
do the healing
object.
he's not an object.
Okay,
or a
so then I'll just
construct.
do it and attack the one in front of group then and
Okay.
use the d4 one. Alright,
By the way, when you or your Iron Defender hits a target with a magic weapon attack, you can channel magical energy through the strike to create one of the following effects. So you can heal group with your gunshots.
Interesting. Noted.
That is very powerful.
Yeah.
Or do additional damage, like you
So
might have done it with that crit earlier.
Yeah, it's a 17 plus 4, so that's 21 that hits. Cool. 6 plus 2, 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And then 2d4 of healing for group. And that's a 2 and a 3, 5.
Hey,
Okay.
that's 5 more.
You.
It is.
Yeah, I was hoping to have a 2d8 plus 2 healing.
There's that. So Ryu and Cleoc, do one of you... Where's Ryu's? Must have been above your...
How
Cleoc, you're up. I'm just trying to find...
Did
what
Ceridan
Ryu
go?
said.
But I'm going to roll anyway. But
Rios did
I thought Ceridan went.
16 damage.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Ceridan
I haven't
didn't
gone
go
this
yet.
round.
No. Yeah, so go, Ceridan. Cleoc, you as well. How much damage did you say
Cookie.
Ryu did?
Well,
1-1-6.
Thank you.
Who are you asking damage of?
Ryu.
Okay.
I need that con save again.
Group, I can either attack or I can heal you a bit. What would you like?
They passed.
Attack.
Okay.
Kill.
If you only needed one, they passed.
This one then.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does hit.
Both mine hit for 12 and 16.
Okay.
9, 8. So 3 hits. I only attempted the stun once. Total is 28 damage on this guy. I am not dodging.
Okay. That one looks like he's about to go.
You know, group is not strong for a barbarian, but when you stop and think about the fact that I have no equipment whatsoever,
Yeah.
I'm pretty awesome.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to grab me and keep clicking the wolf instead.
The party is captured and put in a cell. No one has any equipment. You escape. Oh yeah, group just acts normally.
That's lore friendly, in fact.
Alright, so it is now Ladabo's turn.
Let me help with this. I'm going to move Ceridan over. I will Doggo.
Good helping. Yeah.
Cleoc, 9 damage.
Have seen yours and die. As if the hand of God came down.
How many damages?
9.
9. That's better than the 30 you tried to hit me with earlier.
You know, I try.
Okay.
Is the other one attacking?
Ceridan. What's your AC?
Yes.
18. 1 hit.
18.
Are you attacking at disadvantage?
To Ceridan? No.
You should be.
Oh.
Because I'm 5 feet within the one you're using to attack him.
Well, were you trying?
At this point, I would
Yes, that's
declare
I'll be
you
using the reaction. I'm using the reaction to impose disadvantage on your attack.
Because you had the opportunity to use it on the one against.
No, the one
Cleoc
against
as well.
Cleoc was too far away. But
Okay.
the characters have been shuffled.
Okay.
I was only
Then
close enough for one of them.
Ceridan is missed just because of your.
Yeah, now I stuck
Posing
myself next to the
presence.
wounded one, next to the wounded tree, to hopefully impose disadvantage on strikes against him.
Alright. And so that would mean group is up.
Excellent.
Yeah, my Iron Defender is defending group or Ceridan, so. Trying to keep group up and fighting.
32 damage against Tim.
That one actually goes down with only part.
Okay. So the damage rolls would have been 13, 11, and 8.
Okay.
Back up to the top.
Ceridan.
I'm rolling.
Just trying to accelerate.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
trying to get you guys to go at the same time.
Forced attack hits for 21.
21 damage.
21 damage.
Ryu hits an Eldritch Blast for 4 damage.
And second one hits for 20 damage.
Okay. Jonathan?
So,
One miss, one hit, 19 damage. Pouring another 4 points of healing into group.
That is really cool.
It is
12. It's not a lot, but it's every turn.
And another hit for Kitty. I guess Kitty will move in. Oh. Kitty moves in and attacks for
How much health?
18. Another 4 points. It's 2d4 every
Can
round.
you do that indefinitely?
Yeah.
What?
it's the number
Every
of
time,
times equal to
every
your
time I
wisdom
attack and hit.
or intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It is limited.
You can channel this magical energy a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier.
So then I've already done it, so not again. Noted.
Okay, so Kitty do damage?
Yeah, I'm looking for the D8 again.
And then...
It's a different die than I've been using, so I'm not accustomed to it. Okay. Another 1 on it, so 3 points of damage.
Cleoc, would you like me to heal or blast?
Do what you want.
For a pirate is free.
Cleoc threw 2 punches and a sword swing. He crit the sword swing, he hit the 2 punches. He did a total of 26 damage because the crit rolls were terrible.
Narsil looks at you.
You and me, Narasil.
And that's his turn. Cleoc, you kill the dog in your turn.
Yay!
Yonovan,
Yes.
roll an Arcana check to see if you understand what happens after this combat is over.
Come on, one more nat 20.
Did the dog's body stay?
Patience, precious.
No, I do not know what happened. It's an 8.
8.
I rolled once and it was cocked between 3 and 17. And I rolled again, it was a 3. And I got a +5.
Their bodies seem to almost meld or liquefy into like a blood smoke kind of substance and disappear.
Oh boy.
It appears that they are not native to this plane, as they are not acting like creatures from here.
Huh. That was an astute observation. Is everyone alright?
They remind me of the other creatures we fought. The fox creature who dissipated after death.
Okay. We have to stop here, guys.
Yeah. I'm out.
Thank you.
Hey, but we had a night, man. We made progress.
We did.
We had a night.
And
We did.
got to get 10 XP. And hey, maybe we'll know where we're going next time.
Alright.
See you guys in 2 weeks, I guess, though?
Yeah.
Yes. We aren't going to be able to do it next week, but the following week, yeah, we should be here.
Cool.
See you guys then.
See ya.
Have a good night.
Good night.